couples get together, you know, there's always that fallout, isn't there? Particularly between said couples. Some people get on, then it's only one. And then, of course, if it's two remaining friends, they tend to try and cement the friendship normally behind that person's back. That's not really been the case for the former royal known as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. Seemingly all of his close friends have been ostracised, perhaps for not necessarily agreeing with everything that his brand new wife of 5 years plus now, the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle, aligns herself to. It's been reported that way back when they were dating at the very start, there were certain individuals that Meghan didn't feel particularly comfortable with, including those that Harry went hunting, shooting and fishing with. Not really what she was up to, didn't really enjoy that sort of sports, that sort of thing. And that's perfectly fine. But the bottom line is you then tend to shed friends, and that's been the problem for the former royal. But now, at a recent event, it would appear that this could have been simply only a +1. Oh no. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. Let's have a wave. Yes, it's still raining here in the summertime of beautiful London. I know. I always feel sorry, I don't know about you, for those people that go to those big open air events, you know, like we have this beautiful Regent's Park open air theatre, you know. I'm sorry, Holland Park open air theatre. And I feel so sorry for those people because they booked the tickets, spent a lot of money, and then they're sitting there in ponchos in the wet. And you kind of think, not exactly the night out you planned, is it? Also, let me share this with you. This is strange, isn't it? Over at the Welsh National Opera, they're giving a trigger warning because they've got a Bernstein opera, Candide, I think it's called. And apparently there's certain things in there that might trigger things like volcanoes, eruptions, that sort of stuff. I've told you before, I think all of this stuff's made up for publicity. People are getting a bit bored now. The only thing that would trigger anybody going to the opera, truly, would be the top price ticket seats. Mesmerizingly, eye-wateringly, way too much. That would send any trigger warning off, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Now, as we know, recently the Prince and Princess of Wales have attended quite a few of their close friends' weddings without any publicity, any fanfare, any fuss. A recent wedding of a very close friend, some say the best man, in fact, of the former royal known as Prince Harry, Jack Mann, well, didn't see the arrival of said best friend, Prince Harry. Lots of speculation as to around that. And, you know, the other side of the coin was simply this. A lot of people are saying, well, they didn't necessarily want the circus that Harry and Meghan would bring. And it makes sense in many respects. You know, if they turned up, then all sort of deflection would be on Meghan Markle and not, of course, the beautiful bride, which it should be about. But what's interesting now and what's emerging, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Mr. Mann himself was very keen for Harry to attend. Obviously, one of the biggest days of his life, wants to share it with his own best friend and former best man. Seemingly, it was just a +1. Was this a slight to Meghan Markle, though some might say? Well, apparently not. Again, you know, this was discussed, etc. But according to that very good source, it never materialised. Obviously, Harry didn't bother to attend, and for whatever reasons, we believe it could be for tax reasons that he's only allowed to come back into the United Kingdom, and he wants to save those days for the ongoing battle with the British media. Seems a shame, doesn't it, that he's put the British media battles ahead of what was once a very close friendship. But do Mr. Mann and Meghan Markle get on? According to a very good source, not really. And the bottom line is they feel that there's a line now being drawn under that particular friendship. One, that they would welcome back with open arms should Harry ever decide to return back here to the United Kingdom as a friend. Seemingly, though, it's notable to note, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that it would be Harry's return, not necessarily the duo's. And right now, as we know, if Meghan says no, Harry simply complies. Hence the reason he didn't feel the warmth of confetti on that beautiful summer's day for his former best man at his own wedding. A little bit stunning, don't you think? Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.